So while searching for God, God was giving me messages, but I couldn't see it. And some of the messages were like, you can talk to me directly. You don't need saints, you don't need priests, you don't need anyone, you just need me. And for me, it was thoughts of atheists to think that way, because that's how I was raised in a Catholic church. Like, you talk to saints and they will talk to Jesus, and Jesus then answer. Or you talk to the priest and you confess your sins. It was so hard to meet God. The devil was really trying to put blocks between me and God. But suddenly something changed in my mind. I started to think that no, I can talk to God directly. I don't have to worship saints. I don't have to have the scriptures of the saints in my house and all this kind of stuff. So when I started thinking like that, I started to share this with my friends and family. And while sharing, everyone was looking at me in a this bad look that I was looking to myself also. Like, what, are you an atheist? Are you evangelical? Because for me, evangelical was a blasphemy, a big blasphemy. Yeah, I never, because I had a lot of lies that they hate Mary the Virgin, they have another Bible, they lie a lot, they pay money for you to be with them, a lot of bad stuff. So I never thought into going into an evangelical church. But when I started sharing, I shared with my cousins and my uncle about this this story that we can talk to God directly. They didn't accept it, but after 2 weeks, I think, they called me and they said the same thing that you are saying. There's people that are saying it from the Bible. I was like, wow, thank God. First answer. And I went to meet this group of people that were saying that the same thing that I'm saying. So when I first met them, I was like, are you evangelical? They said no. I was like, okay, thank you. I'm not evangelical. And then, are you Jehovah Witness? And they said no, we're not. So I was happy because there's Christians, not Jehovah Witness or evangelical, that thinks like me. And I started meeting with them, but I had fear in my heart. I felt like I may be in the wrong place. So I started praying, and I was asking for God, if it's the right place, keep me there and encourage me more. But if it's not, please take me away from this place. He answered me. He showed me that they were the Sabbathians, something like Jehovah Witness, that believes that we worship the saint, the God of Sun, because it's Sunday, the day of God in our church. It's so bad, so many bad things, and that God is not, Jesus is not God, he's a divine person, and a lot of lies. So here, when I knew that they are these people and they're not real, I was shocked a lot, and I was like, God, I was trying to follow you, and I go to the people that don't worship you. I didn't see that he answered my prayer and he showed me. I was just like blind, and I told him, I don't want to believe in you anymore. Like, every time that I ask for you, there's no answer. And I decided to be an atheist. I said, tomorrow I will be an atheist, and God is just an idea to organize people, nothing more. I woke up the next day as an atheist, and I was destroyed. I really was destroyed. When I was with this group of people, they told me about being born again. I never heard about it before. So with them, I heard about it. With them, actually, I read the Bible more. So God really, even then, He used them in my life, and it was a good like time in my life. Then, at that day that I was an atheist, I was going to the supermarket, and then I met my old friend that was with me in this youth community, and he was, are you still reading the Bible? I was like, no, look what happens, I don't know if I believe in him anymore, or what should I do? So he told me, I have place that they worship God for real and they are so intimate with God, and you can try going with me, but they are evangelical. I was like, I tried everything. I'm an atheist now, so why not evangelical? And I came to the new land the first day. When I went there, I was afraid. I was like step ahead and 10 steps. Yeah, so I entered the room and I was like, actually when he called me to go on a Sunday, I was playing with my friends like cards and drinking alcohol and smoking normal cigarettes. So I was in my misery, my life, and he called me. He was like, "Do you want to go today? There's no worship, but they are gathering together. Do you want to go?" I had two big decisions in my life. I was like, I can go search for something new in my life and I may find God, or I can stay in this trash. So I said, no, please come and pick me up. And I went with him, and the first thing that really touched my heart was the love. Really, I never tasted a love like that, because nowadays in Lebanon you can't love someone just for loving him. Yeah, if I need something from you, I love you. Otherwise, you're nothing for me. So I was surprised by the love for each other and their love for me. And what really touched me, like I didn't have to change my identity to love me. They just loved me without knowing what's my identity. So I was like, wow. And people started to come and talk to me and tell their testimonies that people were atheists for 7 years and then believed in Jesus, and people that were drug addict and alcohol addict. I was like, are they lying or is it true? I couldn't believe, because it's something weird for a normal person that can see God's work in his life, and suddenly he sees that God works a lot in a lot of lives. So I was surprised, but at the same time afraid. And then suddenly they started to sing worship songs. When they started worshiping, I felt like every word in the songs is for me. Like they know everything about me. They decided to sing this song. And so here I felt something in my heart, and I just did this, and I just wanted to cry. Like I came like I want to fight them, and then I felt I'm weak. I'm just weak, and I need power. I need something. And while doing this, I opened my eyes, and then I saw everyone standing and lifting their hands, and no lights, just some candles, and I was like, whoa. What are you doing?
Next.
Are you preparing some spiritual things for me? So, but I didn't care, because I just felt peace. Like I had peace. And then I don't know if you met Nicholas, that is the leader in the new land. He came to me and said, "Can I pray with you?" I was before he comes, they start praying on a high voice, and I was like, they have a relationship with God that I want. How can they do that? How can they talk to him like that? I just was searching for this in my life. So it really touched me also. And then Nicholas came and asked for him to pray for me, and I was also touched by his courage to ask a stranger to pray for. And I was like, yes, please,